It took me 8 weeks to get a role in cybersecurity. I know it sounds impossible, but I did it. So I'm going to walk you through how you could get started in cybersecurity in 2026 because a lot of things have changed. The threat landscape have changed. Hiring managers are looking for different things these days. So you want to stay with me. I'm going to be creating a lot of training and educational videos. So you want to subscribe, get updated, and I provide practical hands-on training with internships. So stay glued to the end and let me give you that tip. Today I'll walk you through practical steps on how to get started. This is good for beginners. If you're someone thinking about cybersecurity, this is a video you want to watch. If you're confused, this is a video you want to watch. Stay with me and I'm going to plug you into AI governance as well. So let's go. So how do you get started in cybersecurity in 2026? A lot of things need to be involved. So the traditional way has to be stopped. So let's go. Get started in cyber, right? In 2026. Okay. Um, Before we do this, I want to ask, do you know what cybersecurity is practically? Mostly, I see a lot of people struggling to understand what cybersecurity is, not because they don't know, but because they get trainings that do not break things down practically. Our trainings are designed to give you that, explain it for you to understand it so it resonates with you. Before you branch into cybersecurity, you need to understand what that is, understand the areas that you actually, which area you want to start from. Because if you just start in cybersecurity, you're doing a bunch of YouTube videos, just that, and you don't know the clear path, that is what you struggle. So I want to put you on that first. Cybersecurity is protecting information and information system from unauthorized users. That's all we are doing. And it involves a lot of things when it comes to these protection. Protection can come in the form of writing policies. Protection can come in the form of auditing these systems. Protection can come in the form of performing a risk assessment to assess the level of risk each system has. So let me walk you through. So a practical thing is, let's assume this is cybersecurity, right? These are the informations and information systems. These are the girls. These are them, right? And these are the unauthorized users. Let me give them some synthetic hairs. These are the unauthorized users. They are all over the place. They are all over. They want to get into this space. So what does this? These are the information systems, and these are the unauthorized users. So this is cybersecurity. So you are protecting these information. You are protecting these guys from seeing these girls. You are covering them. So it's practically like you're living in a house where you're living in an area where there are thieves. So whenever you buy a land and you build there, common sense will practically let you know that you need to build a wall around this so that you're protected from these thieves. So this is cybersecurity. You are protecting information and information systems from unauthorized users. So that is going to be your job if you're thinking about it. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then you don't want to write policies, you don't want to defend the environment, you don't want to investigate emails, you don't want to perform risk assessment, then this is not for you. Now, in 2026, I'm going to plug you into something. So before you branch into cybersecurity, first, now you understand what it is. The next thing you need to also do practically is to know which area you want to pivot into. Do you want to go into? Today, I want to talk to you about some of the 3 key areas that I would recommend that you learn or you understand. Yes, that is what people miss. So you need to understand which area you want to practically start, right? So let's go. Let's go into the areas. I call them, it's called domains, right? So forget about purple team, orange team. I'm going to just put you into 3 domains that you need to specialize in. So we have the domains in cybersecurity. Domains in cyber.
Am I doing cybersecurity?
Yes, my dear. So domains in cybersecurity, we have the governance, risk, and compliance. They call them GRC. We have blue team and we have red team. So now let's talk about GRC. So people are now concerned, okay, is governance, risk, and compliance the same as AI governance? I'll explain that in a minute, but let's deep dive into this. So governance, risk, and compliance, let me explain it. I usually like to give a background story. So now you know that these are first. Cybersecurity has been in existence since the 1940s, thereabouts. We didn't have, as at that time, we weren't experience an explosion of a lot of attacks. Think of it these days, we are seeing a lot of cyber attacks because we're using multiple devices. Our lives are literally on social media. We're clicking. We type it, we browsing. When we give birth, we post it. When we are sleeping, we post it. When we're frustrated, we post it. So in the olden days, these attacks started evolving. You see, we had those big analog computers. We moved out. We now have even laptops and iPads. So the threat landscape has evolved. At first, you see, when people used to write emails, you could see someone writing like, "Hey, I'm the Nigerian prince. I want to sell my I want to give you my properties and all of that." Now, the social engineering emails are well crafted. We'll move deeper into that because AI, everyone writes well these days with AI. You get it. So now, attackers are now deploying multiple measures to gain access into the environment. So in the olden days, a lot of attacks were happening, but they were not as massive as that. But so when they saw that cyber attacks were at the peak in those days, there was a group of bodies. So think about it as so think about a common one is the COVID-19 era, right? Where we had an explosion of COVID. So now medical institution had to come together to think about bringing a vaccine that will provide a solution to all of these COVID-19 solutions, COVID-19 issue. So what did they do? They tried to come up with a vaccine, and now people were injected, and now everyone was good. You get it. So that is what cybersecurity came up onto. So there were a lot of attacks happening. So there was a body that had to come together to create a framework that would serve as a guideline to protect companies, to protect individuals, one, so that you understand what to do when you run a business that collects data. You understand what to do when you want to start an online business, or when you want to do anything digital. You understand how to stay safe. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to take a quick water break, and we are going to move further. So I'm building a story to why what GRC is and why it's important and what will be your role in this space. So stay with me and let's cyber.